Hey guys, it's Dana and it's time to talk about money, and in this video I want to share with you some home hacks to help you save money. If you're a homeowner like myself, then you might have a love-hate relationship with your home, right? Owning a home is a wonderful thing. It's a great way to build wealth, build equity in your home. However, it can also be a nightmare if you don't have an emergency fund to take care of things that break and wear and tear. And then it also can be challenging if you are comparing yourself to your neighbors, right? So if you live in a neighborhood, actually, if you live in a neighborhood that is middle class or maybe even less so, it actually will help you to save money. So where you live is obviously really important to think about, to strongly think about. If you live in a neighborhood where everybody's buying really fancy cars, they have really big houses, you might be trying to keep up with your neighbor, and it might be making you spend more money on home improvements than you would otherwise, as opposed to if you live in a neighborhood more working class, or where people are, less likely to be outside or inside doing a bunch of home repairs, right? They're just happier with simpler living conditions. It might help you to save a lot of money to live next to those types of neighbors because you won't be having to compare, right? So location is key as far as home ownership. So that's hack number one. Pick a good location, a good neighborhood that you feel safe in, comfortable in, but maybe that's not above where you really can afford to be living. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, so number two is your thermostat settings. If you can get yourself a smart thermostat or one that you can program to lower the temperature in your house when you're not home, it will save you a ton of money. Or when you're sleeping, because when you're asleep, you've got blankets on, you might not need the heat to be as high during the night. So program your thermostat so that it will lower the temperature down when you are not home, and that's going to save you a lot of money. Speaking of your heat, if you do annual maintenance or quarterly maintenance on your furnace or your HVAC system, it's going to help to keep it in good working order. We have a protection plan through our oil company for our furnace, and they come out and they, change little parts and, just clean it out once a year. So don't neglect to do maintenance or to schedule those appointments if you have some kind of service plan, to have them come out and do the maintenance on your machine, on your equipment, to make sure that it's in good working order and to keep it lasting longer so you don't have to replace it. Pest control, right? Okay, this might sound icky, but we have a pest control service that we subscribe to. We always have, and it's just something that my mother always did in her house. So when we bought our home, we started doing it, and they come out and they spray for carpenter ants. They check for termites. They, check for mice. A lot of things can get into your house and they can end up causing you a ton of money if you don't realize it. And you might think, oh, I would know if I had that in my house, but you might not, okay? Like, they are really stealth. And when you're sleeping, they might be moving around. It's just a horrible thing to be thinking about. But I think that having a pest control service come out once a year or once a quarter, just to sort of go through your house, maybe spray for certain things. Carpenter ants will eat through wood through your house, just like termites. You don't want that to get into your home and cause a lot of damage, which can end up costing you thousands of dollars to repair. Use good light bulbs, okay? So if you invest in LED light bulbs, it can save you 85% on your electric bill. Really. So if you get good quality light bulbs, then it's not going to be needing to be replaced as often, and it'll cut back down on your electricity bill. You can get dimmers installed as well. So if you have dimmer switches, then you can lower the light a little bit, and it sets the mood, makes things romantic or peaceful for your children, whatever mood you're going for. But dimmer switches can also help with your electric bill. You might want to consider to stop using your dishwasher. Yes. So if you hand wash your dishes and let them air dry, you are going to save a lot of money. Maybe, an extra $20 a month. That adds up. But if you can refrain from using your dishwasher and hand wash stuff, that's going to be a cost savings. How about a new shower head? So if you invest in for $25, $30, you can get a new shower head and put it in your shower, and get one that has a low water flow. So if you take long showers or your kids take long showers, then by having one of these shower heads put in, you can reduce the amount of water and save gallons of water per week, per month, and that'll cut back on your water bill. So it's definitely something to think about if you have children like I do who are just learning to take their own showers, or they're taking their own showers and they're just sort of standing in there for minutes and minutes and then you're saying, so yeah, that's water flowing. So think about replacing your shower head to something like it's 2.5 G something, 2.5 GPMs, gallons per minute. So you want something lower than that number, 2.5 GPM, lower than that. And then lastly, use a toaster oven, not your microwave. So microwaving your food, it kind of dries out your food and I don't think it makes it taste so good. Not to mention there might be some other bad things to it to microwave your food. So toaster ovens, they use less electricity and your food will taste better. So try to, whenever you can, use a toaster oven over your microwave, and that's going to help you. Okay, so that's a few home hacks that will help you save money. If you have any others that I did not mention and you'd like to leave them down below in a comment, that'd be fantastic, so we can all get ideas from each other. If it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe. I'm here every single week talking all about money, and we're a family of 6 living in the Philadelphia area. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys next week.